You gotta face the fear of death, okay? Death, death, dying. Yeah, as radical as that sounds, at least if you wanna keep up with me and realize yourself, not only energetically, but abundantly in the material world. This is a type of realization that doesn't involve for you to go to a mountain and become a recluse forever. It's a realization in which you can be an enlightened being that also has material abundance and success, being in the world and not of it. But for you to acquire this realization, you gotta live it experientially. I can only point you back to yourself. I can only give you some breadcrumbs, some clues for you to follow the path of your heart's desire and be a mirror to hold straight forward at you where you're limiting yourself. What are the shadows? What are the limiting beliefs? What are the self-created obstacles that haven't allowed you to fully surrender to the Godhead universe, all that is? Which is what I'm inviting you to. When I invite you to my field, it's not for you to surrender to me. It's nothing to do with me. I take no credit. It's for you to surrender to yourself, to the infinite love and power that you are. So that you can see that you never lost it. It was always yours. All the things that you were trying to acquire through the years, through empty objects and empty symbols, they were necessary because it was in you all along. But it's not the cliche word, oh, it is in me, and then I don't experience anything different. When you truly know that it's in you, then your life becomes your preferred movie. It becomes the most exquisite, exciting video game. Your dreams, your visions, your fantasies, as long as they are in integrity and in the highest good of yourself and the rest of yourself, they get manifested instantly. It requires to die. And I don't mean the physical body. It requires the state of being. It requires the old self, moment to moment. Because only when you exhaust any single symbol of security, validation, approval, anything that's keeping you binded to your old paradigms, and like, I'm just going to hold on to this last belief, which can be expressed in the form of a person, a relationship, a job, a situation, something that you should be unsubscribed of. It's like you're subscribed to all these beliefs as if you have a tab where you're paying actual money subscription to be subscribed to ideas of lack, limitation, and people that no longer serve you. If it doesn't serve you, it doesn't belong in your field. But sometimes we hold on to things that no longer serve us out of fear. And it's kind enough for me to include myself in the we. I don't experience fear anymore. It's just a consistent orgasmic bliss of expansion and play. So you gotta know in every cell of your being that when you let go of an old reality, an old belief system, an old job, instantly the field is gonna show up with the next step, with the next opportunity, with the next monies, with the next invitations. Because lack doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. The only reason you're binded to something that is still keeping you contracted is because you believe it's still bringing you benefit. You believe there's more benefit in the reality that you're in than in the one that you're being invited here or anywhere else that has a higher frequency. But until you know that it's of higher benefit to let go of fear and safety and security, because that's false safety. Actual safety and actual security is being in the free fall of the Godhead, of life, of universe, and knowing that you're always supported. So then that nobody can take that power from you. You become humbly self-confident and self-sufficient by yourself, and then everything that you call in comes your way. It's like you become a walking modern mystic. You call something in, it knocks on your door. Then you have a problem of abundance. Then you have to set a lot of boundaries because everybody wants to be in your field. Everybody wants to be in your field of awareness. Everybody wants attention because the highest value attention is of the highest levels of love light frequency field. Because in a field, in a person, which is not really a person, you're not a person, you're the field. And for that, watch the previous video. The higher your frequency, the higher your power of manifestation. And for the higher your frequency, the less constructing ideas of being a person they are. And when that happens, then you're pure love. Emptiness is just love. Tell me who loves you the most? It's the person that is the most empty because they don't want anything from you. Anything. But if you're still subscribed to codependent dynamics and relationships and just manipulation tactics, just oh, because let me manipulate you here so I feel safe. And the other person is like, yes, I'm going to receive that and accept that because it makes me feel safe too. And I'd rather be in a construct of lack and perceived safety, but it's just a codependent dynamic because we all feel safe in this contraction instead of breaking free and knowing that in the unknown, then old friends in new bodies, because the people that you meet, you're not going to be alone in these new realities when you let go of everything and you think like, okay, now I'm going to die. Yeah, you want that. You want to feel like you're dying. You want to feel like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen next. But when you master the sweet spot in I don't know what's going to happen next, and in that sweet spot you feel confident and radiant and alive, you master the game of life. Because again, you can draw upon that memory of when you let go of everything and you easily crystallize what you wanted and needed and more and more. And every moment you become better at it and better at it and better at it, better at knowing that it was always so. Because it's not that you're becoming better at it. It's like you're realizing in your body that it's always easy. It was always supposed to be easy. But who knows how many lifetimes and centuries of karmic imprints you're carrying. So it doesn't matter how many times I tell you this. If you don't experientially live it, and take the next action and the next inspiration and the next opportunity and let go and cut the cords with, again, everyone and everything that no longer serves you, even though they're promising you perceived happiness. Even in karmic family ties, sometimes sums of monies come with a lot of conditions. Like, do you want your real freedom? Freedom is not in the money. Money is a symbol of power, yes. And you can get all the money that you need and want for your soul's calling, for your heart's blueprint. That's the easy way. But if the money doesn't come with that high intention and it's used with manipulation tactics and energies of ego attachment, and not an ego that's built out of self-concept, and more of that in my online monastery. I have a model just about self-concept and the difference between having a pure self-concept instead of ego contracted limitations and prideful, that is only going to bounce back at you experiences that are empty. And it's all a paradox, everything I'm saying. All experiences are empty, but emptiness can be full of love. Not an emptiness that comes with the lower frequencies of like, I acquired everything I thought I wanted. But then when you get it, you're like, oh my God, what are the means that I used to acquire all these things? Because that's a prideful ego of manipulation, control, fear, lack. You don't need to be that. And you're forgiven. You don't need to feel guilty if you have used those tactics and they have kept you in survival, because most of humanity is operating like that. But you don't need that anymore. You don't need that to feel safe. So you can forgive yourself. There's no guilt. Just choose differently. Choose differently. What can I choose in this moment that is in alignment with my heart's integrity? That's the highest value, integrity and truth. And for your thoughts, emotions, deeds, words are in complete alignment. When your subconscious, conscious, and superconscious work in harmony, again, you're a modern mystic. Because you're not contradicting yourself. You're not creating reality here and then your program ego is just like burning it. It's like you create a beautiful bridge and then the program burns it. So it's like you take 5 steps forward and then your conditioning pushes it back and burns the house on fire. Imagine how long would it take you to accomplish your goal? Which there's nothing to accomplish, because in my field it just happens. It just manifests. I lend you my power so you can see and remember yours, and then I take my power back and then you keep doing it by yourself. But at the beginning I hold your hand a little bit so you can remember. But then it's all you, because you remember by seeing my power that you also have the power in you to do the same thing. Because ultimately I don't want you to depend on me. It's all you. It's all you. It's always been all you. But again, it's not like guru telling you it's all inside of you, it's all you. No, it's experiential knowing and crystallization of the manifestation. So you can see it. And when you see it, and you see it over and over again, then I give you a shortcut and something that can take you centuries, lifetimes of incarnations, you can do right away. Right away can be in a second, in a week, in a month, in 3 months, right now. But you gotta take the leap, you gotta make the investment. You gotta trust yourself. You're not trusting me. When you put your trust in me, what I'm doing is I give it back to you right away. So you're saying, I trust myself so much that I'm gonna reflect myself through this mirror of whatever it is that I choose to express in the moment for your highest benefit. And then your path just appears. And then you get to choose and you become a conscious co-creator. And that's where your power lies. Not in the thing, not in the accomplishment. It never ends. Whatever it is that you're building, a family, friendships, success, business, career, or if you're just building yourself, whatever, it's always building yourself in symbols. Again, it's all a symbol. You'll never finish. It's a continuous journey of expansion. You came here for the experience. So it's all about having fun. Again, money, fun coupons, friendships, soul connections, things that you're doing, you're playing. It's like the whole of Earth is just kids playing, but you're playing wrong. Like there's no right or wrong ultimately. But you're making yourself, let's rephrase it. You're playing in a way that you're making it hard for yourself. Why would you choose a game that's hard when you can just choose a game that's easy? Easier, until you embody that so deeply in your coding. Then you don't even think about it. It just happens. And then life just moves through you. Because life, it's just a celebration that's ruined by that separate self, by the program that you're deconstructing by being in my field. Only if you invest though. Because I don't let my power unless there's an energetic exchange. Because I need to see that you're devoted, you're committed. And that you're saying yes. It needs to be equal. And right now that equality is measured by money because it's just symbols of energy investment. It says, I'm committed, I'm devoted. I'm going to choose myself. And then the whole field changes because it's in harmony. And then you let go of old cords that no longer serve those configurations, and you're invited to a configuration of consciousness that's going to be perfect for you, for the next level of that integration of your soul's calling. So you dissolve and deconstruct yourself while you build your new self-concept, and you enjoy your heart's calling, and you're highly remunerated for it, highly renourished in monies, abundances, opportunities, peoples, fun, peace of mind, lightness, the lightness of your being. It just all flows through you, and it's like you become one with the river of life. It's a consistent flow of radiating your essence. It can be that fun, it can be that exciting, it can be that sharp, it can be that easy, but you gotta take the step, you gotta make the payment, you gotta say yes. And a yes that you don't say yes, but you follow through with actions, with something that involves risk. Because that's the way you're gonna face the fear of death. If not, how are you gonna face it? How are you gonna face like, oh, I didn't die? Because what is you can never die, but you can listen to 1,000 gurus and 1,000 lectures, but if you never face it and do it by yourself, then you're not going to realize it. And I want you to realize it so you can live there, because you only get the fruits when you truly live there. There's no feeling, it's priceless. There's no feeling better in the world than living in fearlessness and in your heart's calling contentment. And if that's something that's exciting for you, I invite you to join our online monastery, where I share all the secrets of wealth consciousness and self-mastery, while you undo the parts of yourself that no longer serve you. Why do you want them? You don't need them. But we can love them. Self-love them into the integration of your epicness. Nice.